Hi, everyone. This is Meg,
And this is Marie.
and this is Mission Possible. And if you're just joining us for the first time, we are two sisters on one weight loss journey and no turning back. And this
That's my,
is
that was,
step zero.
yeah, okay. I'm trying to do the whole arm zero.
We're not quitting our day jobs here.
No.
This is our month 7 update. We've been on OPTAVIA together using the 5-in-1 program for 7 months, and this is our report out to you all to show you how we've been doing. Did we lose weight? How much? How are our inches? Where are the photos? We know you want to see the photos. I, in vanity, love looking at the photos as well. So we're going to kick off every month. We have a presentation that we go through, and we include our BAM, and that includes our barrier for the month, something that we ran into and had to overcome, what our approach was to that barrier, and then our milestone for the month if we hit one.
Mm-hmm.
So Marie is going to get us started this month. I'm going to share myself.
All right. So here are my month 7 results. My progress. All right. So you can see here my photos for month 7, full body. I do want to draw attention to my shirt, which I noticed later is a Hershey's chocolate shirt. I just thought it was really funny later. I'm like, I'm wearing One Love Hershey's shirt. But anyhow, aside from that, it's a very comfortable workout shirt. Yeah, so I mean, what can I say? I think the pictures speak for themselves there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just standing taller, looking thinner, more compacted.
And butt shrinkage.
Yeah, we're both feeling it.
Yep.
All right, let's look at your face.
All right, let's check this out. This is the month 7 headshot. Meg, I took this picture outside of your place when I was there on our tree where we took the pictures recently.
Wow.
I was leaning on that tree that was over. Anyhow, everybody else doesn't know anything about this, but anyhow, this is outside Meg's place. It's we had one of our photos there. Maybe we should insert that so they can see the one where we're on the kind of leaning on the tree.
Yeah.
I'll have Kai add that in as on this part right now where we're talking.
As evidence.
As evidence that I'm leaning on the same tree in my second picture that our little Mission Impossible photo was taken. So enjoy that, folks. You should be seeing that on your screen. But anyhow, you can see here, it's kind of a more definition on the face, less of the double chin going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing, I know these are different pairs of glasses, but your glasses now just look so big against your face. I think that's like the style now. I don't know honestly what the style is. I'm like the last person you should ask about that, but that just stands out to me as well.
Yeah. I like my new glasses. I'm still wearing them here, but I'm going to be getting laser surgery, so pretty soon the glasses are going in a future video.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to the numbers.
Let's go.
Tell us about the poundage.
3.6 pounds, y'all. I lost 3.6 pounds this month, which is a total of 30.4 pounds cumulatively. And as you'll hear in my BAM, that is a big deal for me. I broke the 30-pound barrier, which I've been really struggling to do. Did you know that 30 pounds is the same as the amount of cheese that an average person eats in a year? Do you think that you eat 30 pounds? I think I eat probably 50 pounds of cheese in a year.
I'd probably eat more cheese than that. I mean, especially if you include like cottage cheese, I would say.
Yeah.
Eat 16 ounces of cottage cheese.
Yeah, I think I'm above average in cheese consumption. I was just thinking like, one of the little shredded cheese, and I'm talking, reduced fat, skim, Like that's 8 ounces right there. And I think of how many of those I buy a year. That's definitely more than 60.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess that's like a global average or something.
Maybe. Big barrier for that I needed to get through. I've been stuck in this 3-pound range for it feels like a couple of months now. So really, actually, I took Mom's tip from, I think she mentioned this in the seniors video, Can OPTAVIA Work for Seniors, where she talked about how the 5 and 1 just wasn't like low enough for her. So this past month, I had been experimenting with like doing a 4 and 2 and even a 4 and 1 to see how my weight was impacted, to see if it would help start dropping the weight again. And it did definitely help doing the 4 and 1. So I got through the 30-pound barrier and I feel more motivated now because I kind of have been stuck, when you kind of are in that and you just can't break through, it's hard to get motivated. But now that I'm there, I really am like within 10 pounds and that's motivating. I am setting a goal and I'm announcing it to the world that by my birthday, I want to hit my goal weight by my birthday. So
How many more months is that?
That is about a little over 2 months.
Okay.
It's an ambitious goal for me to try to lose 10 pounds in that amount of time, but I'm gonna try hard. And you are my inspiration.
Sprint for it. Yes, let's go. Let's do it. All right. So the 4 and 1 and 4 and 2 did work for you. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I tried the 4 and 2. That was less sustainable for me because I don't like to cook a lot. So having to do 2 lean and greens a day wasn't really something that I felt like I could do consistently. And I also wasn't really adjusting like my calorie count. When I went down to the 4 and 1, that's when I really saw that it made a difference.
Yeah, I snack so much throughout the day. I end up having more snacks. I think they need to add another and there. Like
it's true. So like I feel like on the 4 and 1 and I was still having snacks, it's really more than the 4 and 1. So that's probably why I'd kind of reached a plateau. Because it was like 5 and 1 and 3 snacks and however many condiments, right? So
yeah.
So 4 and 1 is probably more like the 5 and 1.
Yeah, gets you right within range.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll share my update for the month. And Marie, awesome job.
Thank you.
I continue to be held accountable by the fact that you're still pushing through. And it's good to have each other.
It is so awesome to have each other. Like for all of you out there, if you don't have someone that you're going on this journey with, find a buddy, connect with a coach, one of us. You can find our information down in the description of the notes here on this YouTube video. Or connect with someone else in the OPTAVIA community. There's plenty of resources out there where you can find others either online or connect with one of us and we can get you set up with somebody who might be on a weight loss journey as well.
Yeah, and if you don't know anyone, or maybe I've been in this place too where it's like, you've tried so many different diets and approaches, it's like almost embarrassing to say you're starting again. You don't want to, set yourself up for embarrassment in the future if you're not able to stick with it. So like, if that's the place that you're in, OPTAVIA has their weekly calls.
It's true.
They record them and they have them, as a podcast now on Spotify and all the other podcast platforms that have like a weekly topic and they go through it. And so it's not the same as having someone else like live caring about your specific journey. But if you just need kind of a weekly reminder of stuff that's important to have on your radar as you go through this journey, that's a good way to get that without, potentially exposing yourself if that makes you uncomfortable.
It's true. I find that every week they have at least 1 to maybe 3 success stories. And I find it really motivating to hear about how other people have used the program and kind of where they are and how it's changed their lives. So it's always good if you need a little boost to watch those or listen to it, to hear how other people are making awesome progress too.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of awesome progress, let's hear your update.
All right. So my update, I ran out of space on the page. I normally do the each position photo and go through the course of time. So this is just a pure, like, what it looked like when I started versus this month 7 update. And I did switch my shirt. So I could kind of tell this one shirt that I'm getting that I had been using for my monthly weigh-in, so it was getting kind of loose, so it's harder to see any sort of like definition or change. And I definitely can see a lot of changes going on. I think the one that's most
Huge.
dramatic for me is the profile view. Like, I never realized how much weight I was carrying, like, in my upper chest. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not like my
Does.
bust area, but like above that. And like I can tell a lot when I like lay down. You know, I don't have that same like weight around my neck. It it doesn't seem all that obvious. That's not like a place where you would be like, guess what, where I lost weight or whatever. But it does make a huge difference just in the overall comfort in
Yeah,
daily
and I
living.
can really see, like, particularly in your where you're facing, and we can see your back. Like, you
Mhm.
look like you've lost like a third of you. It's
Oh.
pretty incredible. Like when you look and see, you know, how you can see your definition in your waist more. And then like on your side, like I'm seeing like muscle definition coming out. It's looking good.
Where?
So
Where do you see muscles?
I see muscle. I see muscle definition.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely starting to get like a little more exciting because I think I have a thing called this, like the paper towel theory. Like if you get a full roll of paper towels and you take off one paper towel, you don't really notice a difference. But when it's like down to the last paper towel, you
It's
notice
true.
it coming off. So I feel like I'm starting to get to that place where like, 5 pounds here and there starts to become more noticeable. Whereas at the beginning of the journey, it was like not as noticeable. It's like you have to lose, 10 or 20 pounds before there's really a difference at
hmm
the beginning. But
I
anyway,
just before you move on to the next one, I just also want to on your profile, like look at your chin.
yeah.
I mean, it's a huge difference there too. Like if you just look at your face, you look like a different person completely. Um, yeah, I mean, it's incredible. And so how many pounds is this for you now?
um,
Or we still have a headshot before you're
we
going to
still have a
reveal.
headshot. The anticipation is building.
Okay.
So here's the headshot. This was
Aw.
slightly different hairstyle. I apologize. It's not a true comparison, but that's my face. Okay. Um, so yeah, I can definitely see like I I feel like I had developed kind of these like chipmunk cheeks, like when little chipmunks like shove a bunch of seeds in their mouth and their cheeks puff up. Like that's what I felt like my face kind of resembled before, just like very like these, chubby little cheeks full of seeds. Um,
And
and I
then you've
do feel
got
like I'm
glamour shot on the other side here.
glamour selfie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely, feeling more like myself, I guess. When you look in the mirror and, you like I can see my eyes better,
Mhm,
and just like the shape of my face comes through better. So I like
mhm.
that.
You shine in both photos. I just want to say you
Thank
just have
you.
lovely shine, just glowing.
Yeah, I mean I was happy in both photos, so like
Yeah.
there's that. Um all right, so that means I've
Whoa,
lost 6 pounds for the month, and I just inched over, just towed over that
that's
60-pound
awesome.
threshold, so 60.2 pounds cumulatively,
That's
in
awesome.
7 months. Yeah, awesome. Um, and what does 60 pounds represent? Well, 5 wiener dogs. I have a herd of wiener dogs that's representing my weight loss now.
So I was just imagining instead of the sugar that you're trying to hold 5
Just hold
wiener
a bunch of
dogs at the
dogs.
same time.
That would be funny. That would be really funny. I would like that. Um, Yeah, and I'd weigh them all first and get a
Yeah,
cumulative.
exactly. You have to
Yeah.
make sure they all.
Did go down another pant size.
Yay!
On the
Such a good
recording last,
feeling.
yeah. I mean, on the recording last month, I talked about how I had bought this pant size, but it was still like a real
Right.
snug fit. So I'm now wearing those jeans in public, so I consider it
Wow.
official.
That's awesome.
But this month, I think I did struggle a bit to stay on track and stay on plan. We had, for whatever reason, virtual chocolate tastings became like this program du jour, virtual program du jour. And I had like 2 of them in the same week. And like, I decided I was going to taste the chocolate, but I wasn't going to eat all of it. And it just kind of spaced it out. So I was eating, a nibble here and there every day for a while.
That takes a lot of self-control. That's the milestone right there. Just being able to only take a nibble and not eat the whole thing.
And social elements where you like tell people you're living with, I can't eat this today. But what I ultimately did was, I went back to basics on the 5-in-1. As I mentioned earlier, was getting a little loosey-goosey with my snacks and condiments and stuff. And I also read chapter 17 from the Life book that is strategies for dealing with addictive foods. And chocolate is definitely an addictive food for me. So I would recommend that chapter. Talk about it with your coach, or, reach out to one of us about that. We would be happy to tell you our strategies. Mine is more of a hide from the addictive food strategy, like never bring it in the house strategy. I found that with certain foods I can't eat just a little bit, and so I really have to limit my exposure. But yeah, that's where we're at for the month. Let's get to our combined totals.
Yes. Together 9.6 pounds, and that is 90.6 pounds cumulative. And that is equivalent to what? 180 foam fingers, number 1. All right.
I wish I had a foam finger with me.
Yeah, that would have made that more fun.
It would have, but we're fun.
We're fun.
We're cool.
We're fun. We're funner than 180 foam fingers.
Totally. That's our new tagline.
We're funner than
180 foam fingers.
Yes, and try to say that 15 times fast.
Yes, exactly. Well, congratulations on an awesome month 7. I'm really proud of us for.
I'm proud of us too. Continuing. Go sisters.
Hug.
Hug.
Like the little emoji.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We hope that you will join us on this OPTAVIA journey. If you need to get connected to a coach, again, down in the descriptions for this YouTube channel video, you can find out how to reach out to us. In the meantime, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to join us and make OPTAVIA your mission for transformation. Till next time.